For Victims and Villains, my name is Josh, and today we are getting crazy with the Faces of Death 2026. So this modern day retelling of the infamous Faces of Death film tells the story of a content moderator who finds that a serial killer is using the original Faces of Death from the 1970s in order to create live killings on social media. I've spent the last week really diving into this franchise. For the first 4 parts at least, for those that don't know, there are 6 Faces of Death entries into the franchise, as well as a micro documentary from 1999 answering the question whether or not the original was truly fact or fiction. And honestly, the original series is just kind of okay. I think that there is a lot more infamy based on this question of whether or not the content within the film is actually authentic and if it's actually real rather than the quality of the film. I love that this film really does kind of build off that reputation of the original Faces of Death, but it also serves as a modern commentary on really how we are desensitized to violence as a culture, B, the mental health of social media and its long-lasting effects, and C, also even being a genre commentary on the modern day landscape of requels, sequels, reimaginings, and all of the above. This film really does balance and accomplish a lot within its 98-minute runtime, and it's really impressive to say the least. This is a film that is, much like its source material, is not for the faint of heart. I really did love the gags here. I thought that adding kind of this home invasion element, but also at the same time having this embrace of the slasher genre and really kind of being a celebration of horror in general really is what helps this film stand out among modern day sequels and reimaginings that this film is also ironically commentating on. I'm just going to say it that this film does meta extremely well, and being meta from a franchise of faces like Death, of all things that could go that route, is a really interesting route. But this film really does rise above all of its other predecessors, including the original, and really does accomplish something special that feels almost akin to lightning in a bottle. So I know we haven't seen Dacre Montgomery in a long time. Not since Stranger Things Season 3, with a little bit in Season 4, but this film really feels like a thunderous welcome back film for him. He is absolutely nothing short of incredible here, and this film serves as a stark reminder that he is one of the more underappreciated actors working today. And quite frankly, I really love the fact that he is very picky with the roles that he takes, because I feel like because of that approach to the medium of acting, it makes roles like this that much more special. Also, there's just something really creepy about the fluidity that he has when he is in full mask and full gear here that really does feel like a classic throwback to Nick Castle in the original Halloween. Barbie Ferrira in here, also an incredible final girl here and a worthy adversary to Montgomery here, that kind of also seeing her own kind of character journey throughout the course of this also made this really enticing for me and really electrified, because one of the things that I have really been struggling with in my own mental health journey has been social media, and I love that this is a character moderator that has been affected by social media, and really and ultimately what a lot of her character decisions are and based around actually come from the experience that she has with the medium of social media. Although the pacing in this movie is absolutely impeccable, there is so much here that just takes its time and really breathes. Even for it being a shorter film, this film just pulls you in and just really doesn't let you go. I mean, there's a lot about this film that I feel like just sparks so much conversation, and I really hope that this is a film that people are walking out of the theater about, talking about, dissecting about, because this is a film, much like its source material, it really does need to be worthy of conversation. I don't really have a whole lot of complaints here. This was a movie that really surprised me in a lot of ways. This movie is well made, it's well paced, it's well shot. The cinematography here is absolutely incredible. I also love how the film not only uses elements of the original film and its narration with its documentary delivery, but also at the same time, the way that it also incorporates those elements into the score itself. I've never seen a film that has done elements of that, and it just kind of really gave this a more just extra touch and an extra feel to it. With that said, I'm ready to run Faces of Death 2026 through our Rorschach rating scale. I'm going to go ahead and give Faces of Death a 4.5 out of 5. Overall, I think this is nothing short of incredible. One of the best entries into the horror genre that we've gotten so far this year. The gags in this movie are incredible. The commentary on social media, mental health, desensitizing ourselves to violence, as well as the current landscape of horror remakes and horror reimaginings, is nothing short of exceptional. Dacre Montgomery delivers a electric performance, and also the fact that this is his first project in years is just astonishing. I can't wait to see more from this dude. Barbie Ferrira as well, also an incredible performance. Go see this movie. This movie is not for the faint of heart, so please, if you love horror, go check this one out. All right, I'm going to be back within a week to talk about how this film specifically talks about and addresses the subject of mental health. But if you guys are new to our content and asking the question about why I am delivering, or why I would say something along those lines, it's because Victims and Villains is a multimedia nonprofit, and we use content like this to really engage and educate people on mental health education through pop culture. And this film has such a impact on pop culture in the 70s, and to see it come back in a modern age, I cannot wait to talk about this movie from a mental health perspective. But spoilers will be inbound as well. But if you or someone you know is currently struggling with suicide, addiction, self-harm, depression, please click the links in our show notes below to check out our mental health resource library. Faces of Death opens nationwide from IFC and Shudder, as well as Legendary, on April 10th. If you guys have seen it or seen any of the originals, let me know and below. And until next time, remember to keep it classy and keep it spooky.